What's up, guys? I am Justin Davis, and this is your App Store update for Tuesday, March 5th. I am joined today by the illustrious Steve Butts.
Hi, Justin.
Hello. So if you haven't been watching the App Store update, this is a quick video, hopefully quick, that sort of compiles all the game launches, price drops, and updates that are happening on the iOS App Store that day.
It's going to have to be quick. You've only got like 6% battery power, right?
Everyone always comments on my battery. That just goes to show you how much I use my iPad. So, ooh, that's really loud. Turn that down. So the first big game update that we have today, or excuse me, the first game launch that we have today is Temple Run Oz. So they did Temple Run Brave, right? Like Disney did, and the guys at the studio that are sort of behind Temple Run. And Oz is not really that different. Obviously, I'm running through the Dark Forest here instead of I guess I don't know where Temple Run takes place. But it's the same deal. You're collecting coins instead of running from sort of evil spirits. You're running from the the wicked witches flying.
Yeah, the winged monkeys.
Yeah, the winged monkeys. But it's the same basic, slide down to slide, slide up to jump over things. You tilt left and right. I'm tilting on an iPad right now. I like the style a lot. It really sort of captures that Oz feeling. But, if you've played the other Temple Run games, this one doesn't feel radically different to me.
This one also seems to be missing some of the power-ups and the unlocks. You could buy things with coins in the original Temple Run. It doesn't seem like that's the option here.
Well, it is. Let me kill myself. Figuratively, and we'll see. And you can also, so it's got the in-app purchases, right? Like you can buy things to, so it does have a store where you can buy some power-ups and things of that nature. Double your coins and whatnot. So, I'm not radically impressed with Temple Run Oz. If you can't get enough Temple Run in your life, it's another game. New environments for you to run through with some new power-ups and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I was a big fan of the original Temple Run. It's fun for, if you just got 2 or 3 minutes, but once you've played it, you don't really need to play a reskinned version.
Sure. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I don't need to be too down on it. I just, it feels like the same game.
Sure.
Next up is one that I am more excited about. This is Spike Dislike 2, which
nice title.
So, please don't be fooled by the graphics. I don't know why it looks this way. But it's actually a lot of fun. And if you're looking for this on the App Store, it's Spike Dislike 2, but there's no spaces.
Okay.
So that's how you're going to have to find this. So you hold your mouse, or mouse. I got to get it together today. It's early, Steve.
It is very early.
So you're tapping on your own. He's bouncing on his own. And then all I do, see, there's that battery warning. He's bouncing on his own, and all I do is tap the screen to move him forward. And I have to get him over these spikes. And so it starts out super simple, right? Like jump over these spikes. But eventually you have to start going underneath spikes. It's got this combo system that, encourages you to get over the spikes rapidly.
Right.
It's counting down at the top, and if I don't jump over the next spike before that reaches 0, my combo resets. Let's see if we can get to... So it's like you do eventually getting spikes like this light blue one that's like, do I need to go above it? Do I need to go below it? And it's one of these games that it's totally stupid, right? Like, look at it. It's got no graphics. It's got no anything. But I couldn't stop playing it on the train today. Like, I got hooked on trying to get the best combo I could possibly get. And then it's got this sort of clever unlock system we'll take a look at here when I die. Ooh, that was good.
You're really impressed with yourself there. This is not my kind of game, though, right? But you like this kind of thing, like Super Hexagon, these games that are very sort of like rhythm and timing focused. It's kind of... something that you're a fan of in general, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very lo-fi, it's very indie, it's very, and so then it's got a bunch of different modes of play, and, you earn coins through normal play that you can use to unlock the different modes, so that gives it some replay value. So, I'm going to say that I went into this with absolutely no expectations, and I came out of it much more impressed than I thought I was. So, Temple Run Oz was 99 cents, Spike Dislike 2 is also 99 cents, and they're both Universal apps.
Very
so,
cool.
Those are the games that are out today. We do have some price drops.
Price drops are always good.
Price drops are always good. Did you ever play the Hunters game, Steve?
Yes, I did.
So Hunters 2 is it's normally $4.99 and it's on sale for 99 cents today.
Very cool.
And it's been on sale for 99 cents before, but it's so good that I just can't help but spotlight it again. So Hunters 2 is a top-down turn-based strategy game, and I've actually already got myself in quite the thorny situation here. But it is my turn, thankfully. So, it's a turn-based strategy game. I'm trying to kill all these little monster guys, and I have my units that, I can tap them to move, or if I tap this guy, then tap an enemy, he'll attack that enemy. Oh. Way to miss with your shotgun at point-blank range, Jason.
So what does this do that's different from the original Hunters?
Way to put me on the spot, Steve. I started the franchise with Hunters too.
I see.
So I'm actually not completely positive, but I just know that this is probably one of, if not the best top-down strategy games on the App Store. It doesn't do anything sort of brand new with the genre, but it's just really polished, really solid. You know, the tactics of it are solid. You know, sometimes these games can get the surface level stuff right, but like the underlying math, like it doesn't really feel that balanced or feel that good. And Hunters 2 doesn't have any of those problems. Like, this is a great game from top to bottom, easily worth 99 cents. It's got a very long campaign. They actually added daily missions so that you can basically play this game for as long as you want now. Let's see if I can pop into that real quick.
And is there like a campaign mode in this?
There is. It's got a lengthy campaign, and then it's got daily missions that are here that, you know, sort of refresh on a regular basis. You know, you never really need to stop playing Hunters 2. You know, it's elaborate in the way that you can buy new equipment for your units. You know, there's just a lot going on in this game for $1. Easily recommended for $1 if you're even remotely a fan of turn-based strategy games.
This is one of those things where it's like the perception of some people is that these games are very simplistic, right? But I mean, Hunters was a game with a lot of depth, and it seems like Hunters 2 offers more of the same there.
Yeah, yeah, it does. And you know, and it's also gorgeous too. Those are the guys making. So they're making a top-down Warhammer strategy game, and
okay, that's where I know their name. Yeah.
And the company that did the Hunters games is doing that now. Worms 2 Armageddon is also on sale. It's also a game that's normally $4.99, but it's 99 cents today. So, you know, Worms is Worms, right?
It's Worms,
it's
right.
the same. Is this 10 years old? How long has Worms 2 been around?
Oh my gosh, for at least 10 years, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even sure that we need to show any gameplay here. You know, it's sort of, I don't know if it's the actual like progenitor, like the first game of this type,
Right.
because there were, you know, some other ones on like the Amiga and stuff. But
Right.
you know, the basic, you know, 2 teams. You have a variety of weapons. You need to sort of use physics to lob grenades at them. You know, it's got the funny voice acting. It's got the thing that Worms always has. Oh no. Okay, he narrowly escaped. Rosie B narrowly escaped her fate. I guess it's a lady worm.
It's not. She's not going to last though.
Oh
Her
man,
time is coming.
look at where they started me, Steve. That's a disaster.
That's a terrible starting position.
It's got good touch controls. You know, you sort of just grab your aiming reticle and sort of slide it around. You know, it's a pretty high quality iOS port. I'm not sure I can hit anything from here with the default sort of bazooka. Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
What a waste.
So, I mean, if you've been waiting on Worms, 99 cents is a great price for this. It's got multiplayer, it's got single player, you know, and it's just as polished as the Worms games always are.
It's less icky than going out and killing real worms in your yard.
That's also true.
You know?
That's true. You kill them with bazookas and flamethrowers and dynamite and all the other things that you use in Worms. What a weird game when you really spell it out
Right.
like that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, you're killing worms with other worms with weapons that they have no business using.
No, they don't even have like opposable thumbs. I don't even understand. So on to some free games today. First up is Feast or Famine. This is a game that I actually really, really liked. It's one of those that I wished I would have had the time to do a full review of. It sort of defies description. It's a level-based auto runner, I guess. So your little guy runs on his own. I'm the guy carrying the spear, and maybe I should go back to an earlier level that doesn't have quite as much going on. But the basic thing is you tap to throw your spear, and the big thing that this game does cleverly is if you tap, I'm tapping the left side of the screen, and if I tap the top of the screen, he'll throw the spear down, and if I tap the bottom of the screen, he'll throw it up. So,
okay.
So it's got this sort of crazy, I don't even know, cave paint art style.
Yeah, the visuals in this game are immediately arresting, right? Like,
Yeah.
This looks unlike anything else I've played on the App Store. I love it.
So I have this meat meter that's counting down at the bottom, and I need to be killing these, you know, cows or bison, I guess they are, you know, to refill my meat meter.
I don't think you need to explain to anybody how a meat meter works. I think everybody's on board with that.
Okay, okay. And so I upgraded. You start with spears, but now I have, you're sort of moving through time as well, so now I have a boomerang. This was a little bit of a weird level to show. Normally there's you know, kind of some crazy stuff going on. I like the style a lot. I like...
There's a guy hanging from a tree there? What is
no,
that?
Okay, maybe I don't like that quite as much.
That's a little creepy.
Let me go back to a different level. We'll show one more. I was really impressed with this. I like that it does a lot with a little. You know, it's like most games, if they wanted you to aim up and down, would have some crazy system where you have to swipe or do something like that. And this one's really simple, so yeah, this will be a better level. So if I tap the top half of my screen, he throws his spears down. And if I tap down, he throws his spears up, right? So it's sort of like you know, like flight stick controls, I guess you would call it. Does that make any sense?
It
Do you have any
it
idea
absolutely
what's
does. It absolutely does. As an old flight sim guy, I totally get that.
Yeah.
So, are there challenges based on speed and collections and things like that?
I mean, it's just level based, right? So you need to make it through each level alive, and you know, that's basically it. Like, we're at the beginning of the game right now, so it's very easy. Like, you don't really need to worry about your meat meter too much, but you know, towards the end of the game, you'll need to be really, really accurate with how you huck your spears. He does this cool, like, he swings on vines, and I like I like that the animation is pretty lo-fi and like janky. I feel like the aesthetic really works for this game. You know, there's a lot going on. Like, it's easy to control, but it feels like hectic and crazy. I'm really impressed with Feast or Famine, and I'm doubly impressed that it's free today.
Yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong?
You know, I like that none of the iconography makes any sense. Like, it's not clear at all, like, what this means, like, what I'm looking at right now. Like, this is the level select, right? But, like, it's just so abstract and bizarre. Like, I don't know if it's meant to be funny, but it makes me laugh, like, the way that the game works.
Yeah, I really dig that sort of primitive aesthetic, though. It really stands out to me.
Absolutely. Today's standout freebie is Super Stickman Golf, though.
This is one that I already owned because I bought when it was however much it normally costs. So.
Oh man, Super Stickman Golf is ridiculous. Like, it's another game that's a little bit tough to demo because you're not going to understand what makes it so amazing in like a short demo. But so it's another game that's lo-fi, and yet it's just like so fun. It's one of those things that you just can't put down. So it's like super simple 2D golf. You know, you aim your shot, and then when you hit go, you know, you choose your power level. And then you just have to get in the hole. You know, and this is an easier course. Things get really, really zany later on. You have these sort of power-ups that you can use. Like, I have a sticky ball here that should stick it to the ceiling or wall, I think. Yeah. So, you know, you need to make good use of your power-ups. It's much more arcade-style golf. It's not meant to be, obviously, serious in any way. You get one later on that lets you freeze water, so you can sort of bounce over water hazards.
This is another great game that, you know, if you've got 5 minutes while you're sitting in a waiting room somewhere, you can play it, or if you're on the train for an hour, you know, you can fill up just as much time playing this game.
Sure. So, you know, a breadth of content is no substitute for quality, right?
Sure.
Like, a game needs to be good, but it is worth pointing out that this game is absolutely ridiculous with like how much. I think there's something like, I want to say like 40 or 50 full 18-hole golf courses in this game.
Wow.
Like, it's ridiculous, and it's free. So, you know, Super Stickman Golf was one of the first iOS games that I got like really truly hooked on, and it's free today. You know, it's obviously today's highlight. I think if you're only going to grab one free game, grab Super Stickman Golf.
Absolutely worth paying for. So getting it for free is a bargain.
Yep, that's always the best, right? If there's something that I paid $3 for and I was happy with it, but then it's free, and I'm like, well, that's just stupid. Like how much of a good value that is.
So where are we at on the battery here?
Oh no, we're at 2%.
We really got to get this last one here, right?
No, well, Hero Mages was it's another top-down strategy game like Hunters, and it's free today, but it's got a fantasy theme instead. But you know, I don't think it has that same level of polish. I don't even know that we really need to jump into it. You know,
really? Are we just teasing people with the title? And
yeah.
All right. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I would say, so Spike Dislike, weird name, weird graphics. I'm hooked on it.
Yeah.
And if you grab one freebie today, make it Super Stickman Golf.
Yeah, I totally agree. Great recommendations.
If you have 99 cents to spend, absolutely grab Hunters too.
Yeah.
And Spike Dislike. Yeah, I'm such a sucker. I just like everything. I'm like, get all these games. Get all of them.
Well, you wouldn't be featuring them if they didn't have some sort of notable quality, right?
That is absolutely right. Thank you for justifying this for me, Steve. So that has been your App Store update for Tuesday, March 5th. As always, if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be links to these games in the description below. If you're watching it on IGN, make sure you're reading IGN Wireless for all the scoop on all the hottest iOS games. Till tomorrow, everybody.